In this session, we are going to talk about how to route traffic to Docker containers in ECS. So basically, we will be creating one application load balancer and target group in this session. The reason to create application load balancer and target group is we want our traffic should come through application load balancer. And in this diagram, you see that when user requests or the traffic first reach to application load balancer, then to this target group. Target group is actually the logical grouping of multiple targets. And then it reaches to the ECS cluster. And in our case, in our ECS cluster, we have our target type of task created. In next few sessions, we will go deep into ECS cluster and how to configure, how to create tasks and the other things. But in this session, we are focused to create the application load balancer and the target group, which we will actually use when we will configure our cluster in later session. So let's proceed. Go to service and search for EC2 because our load balancer is under EC2. Click on load balancer, click create load balancer, click application load balancer, give a name. The scheme should be internet facing and IP address type is IPv4. We are not changing the listener because the listener will be listening on port 80 HTTP. Scroll down. Now it is the availability zone configuration. Now select your VPC over here. I am selecting the default VPC and always select more than one availability zones. So here I am selecting B and D. And make sure you have the subnet created in the availability zone. So if you are using your custom VPC, then you should have your subnet created in that custom VPC under the selected availability zones. Now we are not selecting AWS Global Accelerator. Click on Configure Security Settings. Now it is giving us one warning because it is to improve your load balancer security. We have used HTTP but not HTTPS. That's why it is giving one warning that your load balancer is not using any secure listener. So at this moment, we are ignoring it and click Configure Security Groups. Here it is asking to configure security groups. So I'm creating one new security group here and you can select your existing security group if you have this TCP/80 already configured. So just giving a name, click on Configure Routing. Click on Next, Configure Routing. Now here we will be configuring our target group. It is the new target group. Give a name. Select the target type as IP. Remember it. Select the target type as IP because this target type will actually reaching to our ECS tasks. Protocol HTTP port 80, protocol version HTTP 1. Well, now in health check, our protocol is HTTP and in our Spring Boot application, I have used actuator. Definitely, you should also use actuator. For the health check path of actuator, it is /actuator/health. Click on register targets. We do not have anything to configure here at this point. Click on next review. Just review and click create. And it has created our load balancer successfully. Click on close. Here is our load balancer. Here is our target group. And as you see that once we have created this target group, it started checking the health. So it's showing 2 consecutive health check failures. Click on targets. You will find there is no targets as of now. Definitely we didn't attach any IP address as of now. So in next few sessions, we will see how we will use this load balancer and target group. Let's move to the next session.